radio on and some woman has been killed by a husband or some child is lost, and you walk in here and the news is depressing as well. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, can I just detox?
Yeah.
Can I have me time?
Okay.
Can I get the negativity out of my mind?
Mm.
Can I just spend time in prayer? Can I just spend time in my head?
I was about to ask, like, in terms of your me time, like, what does your me time consist of?
Meditation, prayer, reading.
Okay. What are you reading?
Right now, I'm reading, what's this book by David Shobitz? However it's said. Thinking Big.
Thinking Big. Okay.
Right now, I'm reading that. Otherwise, I started reading it yesterday, actually. I took it from someone about 2 weeks ago, and I only started reading it yesterday.
Yeah.
But look, I just want me. I am tired of having to smile when I don't want to smile, which is something that's been happening a lot.
Oh.
It's a new day.
Yes.
Smile and go on air.
Yeah.
You understand? To another person can be, how can she say that? But it's the realest that can be right now.
And I'm sure there's a lot, there's a lot of people who are probably listening or maybe whatever, but who probably feel the same way.
Exactly.
And maybe they just don't know how to go about doing it.
Exactly. And you have to have this energy, and somehow deep down, you are drained. And there's so much noise. If it's not social media, it's this and that. And so that's why I'm like, I want to detox.
Yeah.
Like, if it was according to me, like, if I could have it my way, I wouldn't have a phone for the next 2 months.
Okay.
Actually.
Makes sense.
So it's not so easy with my mom wanting to get hold of me every time. But she knows, like, don't call me, I'll call you.
Yeah.
My phone's dead. It's like, no,
good.
but I'm like, no. The only reason why my battery life is still on is for my music. Yeah. And that's it.
No, that's good, man. Because obviously, I guess then it ties into what obviously the subject matter is for today.
Exactly.
Which is obviously
self-discovery,
self-mastery, whatever you want to call it. But basically, actually, they find themselves lost in the world. They find themselves lost within themselves. They find themselves lost in just whatever's happening around them. And it's important to kind of go through this journey of self-discovery, because I think what happens with that journey of self-discovery is that you find yourself now finding what is your purpose, basically.
Yeah.
That's if you like it, fine. Because sometimes it can be you know, you think there's a purpose, but you never show. But that's why it's an ongoing thing. You can never do self-discovery thing once and be like, okay, cool, now I know everything. It's a continuous thing.
I'm glad you're saying that as well, because I'm also trying to rediscover myself. I'm trying to figure out as to whether I'm carrying on with media next year.
Yeah.
Or it's time to just run with the family business. It's time to get my legacy moving. You understand? I see that my little brother's not even interested.
Yeah.
So
little brother's like, yo,
you know,
I'm not about that life.
my dreams, guys.
Yeah.
And I'm here on some. I also have dreams, you know, but it's fine. So it actually came at the right time.
Yeah.
The self-discovery thing.
Yeah. Because I think for me personally, my journey, I think when I think back into when I started really getting deep into it, I think it was around 2007. And I think it was when I started asking the why questions. Why am I doing what am I doing? Why am I not doing what I want to do? Why am I not where I want to be? You know what I mean? And eventually when you start asking the why questions, that's when you start actually beginning that journey, because you asking that why is when you now start going through the process and the journey of actually now trying to get answers. But again, those answers come in different forms. You know, they come in either being around certain people, they come in either being by yourself, being with your own thoughts. You know, they come with reading, they come with being around certain environments as well, you know what I mean, which can obviously give you certain answers as well. So which is why, so when I started doing that, and I remember when I was going through that process, like, okay, I was still working, I was still, you know, rolling in taxis, I was still, you know, like I was just lost in everything, you know. And funny enough, when I started making those transitional thoughts of trying to answer that why, you know, then I actually realized that, you know, there was more to life than what I had been told or what I had seen around me. So, because now you must understand that in most cases, what we tend to do as human beings, we tend to kind of recycle other people's experiences. We tend to recycle what we're being told. We tend to recycle what our parents or the people who are of influential energy have done. And then we start to mimic that. and then it just becomes a vicious circle. All of a sudden, you're like, why is history repeating itself? And it's because of obviously, instead of listening to your instincts, to your gut feeling, you tend to go with what the masses are doing. They're like, okay, maybe that's how the world is supposed to go, you know? And again, it takes courage to kind of step out of that, because then what happens then, now you start facing the fear of the unknown, which if you can go through that, then you can pretty much go through anything, because then now you're able to kind of now remove all the chains. You end up removing all the things that are holding you back, you know. And it's not easy, to tell you the truth. It's very hard, you know. So it's a constant motivation, it's constant affirmation, it's constant reassuring yourself, and
that
it's constantly,
no matter what you feel, it will actually work
out. You know what I mean? And also and it's also removing yourself from the earthly things as well. Because sometimes, you know, like security, material stuff keeps us chained, because we're like, I don't want to lose this. It's the same thing I went through when I quit a job. You know, I was thinking, yes, if I quit here, I'm going to lose my car, I'm going to lose this, I'm going to lose that. And they're all linked to
So you had to find a way of getting out of your comfort zone and being comfortable with
Yes, basically, which is a beautiful line, by the way. I had to be uncomfortable to be comfortable, you know what I mean? And as hard as it was one of those things where, you know, it's funny, like, contrary to the, like, to popular belief, it actually made me more alive, funny enough, you know?
I think it's the excitement of not knowing what tomorrow brings.
Yeah.
Because once you get into a routine and you're not even growing, you know, it's one thing if you're not going to grow financially, but if you're not going to grow spiritually and emotionally in the process, you also lose it.
Yeah.
So now that you're on your own, you don't know what tomorrow brings. So you have to find a way. You have to make a way for bringing something great tomorrow, but you never know the outcome at the same time. Yeah. I hope I'm making sense.
Well, to me, you are, you know. And I think it's also understanding the concept, which it took me a while to understand, that we are like a spiritual being having a physical experience.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So like, when you understand that concept, it means that your body is just a container.
Yep.
That's just holding what's inside. But your spirit wants to grow. It wants to evolve. You know what I mean?
And it is much bigger than what the world is.
Yes. You know what I mean? And it's just unfortunate that as you get older, the cap of thinking through your instincts gets cut off through your conscious mind. Yeah. Which obviously, like, your conscious mind is connected to your logical thinking, and logic connects to experience. Logic connects to what you smell, taste, hear, and touch, and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So now it starts connecting to your surroundings.
It connects to knowledge.
Actually. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Whereas your spirit is all about faith.
Yes, you know, because spirit is about, like, the possibilities. You know what I mean? Logic is about, Kamo tried it, she failed. So I guess it won't work.
It won't work, exactly. Or Silo himself telling himself that I tried it before.
Yes.
And it's not going to work this time. Instead of looking at where you failed before, so that you can fix it now. Yeah. You living based on that experience. Exactly.
You know, so logic, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, logic, you know, is our friend and also our enemy as well. And again, you can be your worst enemy in terms of you can actually be the person who's hindering your success.
Your success, exactly.
You know what I mean? But as a human, nature would like it to be, we like to blame outside of ourselves.
Of course.
You know, it's much easier to blame somebody. It's much easier to blame the government. It's much easier to blame, you know, my family, my partner, you know, why are things not the way they're supposed to be, you know what I mean? And it's funny enough that when you start doing an introspection of finding yourself, you actually become a better person. And funny enough, it becomes very, what can I say, transferable as well. Because then now you start doing what's best for you, and ideally you start being in a space where people now are feeding off that energy. You know what I mean?
Just a second, we have to pay bills, and then we're going to come back. Cool. And when we do come back, please tell us how you rediscovered yourself, or rather, how you can help the next person discover themselves.
Will do.
Especially the young ones. 12 minutes before I say goodbye. I'm going to cut the 2 songs. Okay. Like, I'm gonna take a halfway play jingle skip, and then we're gonna talk on top of the last one.
Alright.
We're still going to have 2 minutes though.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'll just try to round it up into final thoughts. Who said final thought? Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer.
Jerry. Hey, Jerry looks old now, yeah.
Yo.
My gosh.
The Botox aren't working.
He's still out there trying to get people to fight.
The Botox aren't working though. So see, my phone's been offline. Still at. It is 12. My phone is at 95%. Guys, that's America. That is America. Usually it's charged already.
Yeah.
I get here and my phone is already at 50%. From 100%.
At just 199 Rand per month. Plus, you get a free 16 gig SD card, a cover, and screen guard. So hurry. Get this incredible deal on contract at selected Atheist Connect, Jet, and CNA stores. Or go online, visit a Cell C store, or call 084-145 now. Valid this Friday only. Cell C. Connect your way. T's and C's apply.
Yeah. Stand by. Now you can own your first home. Get a home loan from Nedbank and you could qualify for 100% bond. And if you earn 23,000 Rand or less a month, you save up to 6,000 Rand worth of upfront fees. We also check how much you could qualify for with Nedbank Instant Bond Indicator. So visit Nedbank at Chris Honey Mall on Saturday, the 1st of September from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and find out more. Another way we get to get your money to back you. Nedbank is an authorized FSP and registered credit provider. T's and C's apply. See money differently with Nedbank. That was a mouthful. I should have looked at that.
Live read.
I should have looked at that. So my show for tomorrow is ready.
I wasn't planning on coming. Goodness me.
So where are we going for your birthday? I'll take you out again. I'm broke this time.
On Thursday.
This time
look,
I be broke.
Look, I won't lie.
It would have been nice to go out.
I ain't got nobody's made plans with me, let me say. let me not even say what I don't know plans. Nobody's like, yo, dude, handle. Right now, it's just one of those things. Maybe I'll get your occasional happy birthday, as always. And then...
I'm broke this time.
I know, man. It's bad, man.
Oh, even for my boyfriend's birthday, I was lucky because his mother's like, I'll get the meat. I'm like,
yeah, thank you.
I'll get the deco. It's fine. And I was very fortunate because what I want to do, I thought would be expensive. Yeah. But pallets go for 5 Rand each.
Okay.
So I'm only getting 12.
Yeah.
Meaning I'm going to spend about 50 bucks.
Yeah.
About 60 bucks on pallets. I got the guy here. I was like, borrow me tires. Like, I just give me 250 for drink. My deco's done, guys.
Are they done?
Like it's almost done.
Like similar
but
to
I sent you. Yeah.
Was that the look you're going for, Vel?
That's the look I'm going for.
Okay.
So luckily, I'm gonna take some of mommy's stuff for the centerpiece.
Yeah.
And then my mom was like, "I'll help you with the cake." Guys, hello. My boyfriend's birthday's done.
So it's very cool, right? It was fresh.
What, with the invitation?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, we loves in it. Although there was a bit of an argument.
Right.
Because people like, this is not. I'm like, but it looks like it's just my logo. They're like, no. So KB and I like, we like this one.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
The first one.
Oh, the one with the meat and stuff. Meat. Yeah.
So the guys are like, take this. I'm like, I'm creating one.
Oh, the guys like the one with the meat.
With the meat.
Yeah.
So the ladies are like, nah, fam, no one.
Yeah. What, are you guys in a group or something?
No, it's just me and his mom who's planning the surprise party because he's had a very rough year.
Yeah.
And I don't have money and I don't know what to get him. So I thought, you know what? And luckily it's just family. Yeah. So we're about 30 and we're not more than 30. Mm. So when she said, I'll get the meats and the drinks, I'll do deco. So I'm telling my mom that we're throwing him a surprise party. It's like, okay, I'll take care of the cake for you. I'm like, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Like it's done. I be broke.
It's cool, man. Now I feel you, man. Even with me now, I'm going through the most now in terms of there's a job.
Financially, yeah.
Yeah, even there's a job that we're supposed to do. One of the guys messed it up. Now I have to get other guys, but now the client already paid the deposit, so I need to find ways to.
And you can't now recharge the client.
No, you can't.
Of course.
And
so you're working at a loss.
yeah, and
no, but can't they refund you because they did nonsense or fix
well,
it?
like I'm hoping the person will refund me, but I'm hoping they're not gonna now start dragging their feet, right? Because now they had to buy material and stuff because it was for.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll see.
With Kamo Ngcobo, weekdays 9 to 12 midday.
We're gonna talk on this after a minute and a half now.
Okay.
Oh. No, it's fine. I get you. Now I wouldn't be as broke if Tim City paid me.
I still waiting for that 2-month thing that you're talking about. Government, right? You're not supposed to go to a tender briefing. I didn't go.
Because it's government.
I was like, this thing was just a waste of time, man.
Nah.
And like for a couple of reasons, because in most cases,
and it's like 18K, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
It's 18K more than what I have now.
Even if you qualify, like in every level, in most cases, you need to have the capital to produce whatever it is. If you don't have that, you're already screwed.
Exactly.
Secondly,
and the capital is a lot.
It is, huh?
It's a lot.
Because now you only get paid post the job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're lucky, unlucky like you, waiting another 2 months, imagine where you're gonna get that money you spent.
And had my mom not paid the person that loaned me cash to do the job, like the person would be on my knees by now.
It's so frustrating, huh?
So I'm grateful that my mom was like, okay, just give it to the person and then you'll give it to me.
Yeah.
Well, knowing my mom,
which is better. Yeah.
Whether I give it to her or not.
Yeah.
But obviously, I would like to create that thing to be safe. So let's go in.
We have to.
Do you know the lyrics to that song?
No.
Do you hear what she just said? It's like, are you with somebody that knows how to take it when you're naked?
Oh, is that the verse?
Hello, man! This one is called Naked.
Wow.
And we're closing it off.
Yeah, man.
And it's funny because it's been ringing in my head for a while.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Lyrics, like you need to listen closely these days, eh?
Yeah.
So before the break, you're asking me to speak about how my self-discovery journey has kind of progressed, right? So we have about a couple of minutes. So basically, I think for me, what is important was first of all to go back to what I wanted to do, what I felt was important. But I knew that what I wanted to happen, I would need time. So when I decided to quit working, oh my goodness, how dark it is here.